Time is now with Back to the Rhymes. It's like, wow, he's back to the rhymes. I'm in the boom straight dropping dimes. Clark Kent, Daily Planet, the Metropolis Time. I write these raps while I'm under the gun. I see you back to get you some. A little bit of this and a little bit of that. Pure, raw, uncut, rap, back to the rhymes. Now's the time to unwind cause it's back to the rhymes. Back to the rhymes. Now's the time to unwind because it's back to the rhymes. I had to slow that down. I'm in the man closet today. Let me make an adjustment here. Show you my list right there. We got the album. Uh-oh. Put it somewhere. Here it is. All right. School Us album sales. Of course, we're talking Goodyear Productions here. Right there. Um, I guess my best bet is to come over like this. That's not the best. Maybe I need a stool, a stool that has wheels. I have to report that EMI Everyday Music is going out of business. And Capitol Hill, they carried some of my CDs. Pretty certain none of them actually moved, but I didn't price them very low necessarily. But it's good to have them in there. But they said in their contract after a year, if you don't come get them, they throw them out. And I was like, whoa, I don't remember seeing that. I don't think I would have noticed that. I mean, it wasn't a complicated contract, but it was right at the top it said. I'm like, okay, well, I know I went back there within a year or after a year plus, and I would check on it every so often. I hadn't been there for a while, but I was working with Kyle on the uh, song for the Seahawks for the Legion of Boom, and so we were working on recording there, right by there. So I know I looked in there, and I probably bought a 45 or two while I was there. Like what's that? John Lennon, Yoko Ono Christmas song. I bought that. I remember. So I've been in there. Well, I'm sure it's over a year. So, and I remember seeing them. So that was a shocker to hear they throw them out. So also, I sold one, as I probably, if you recall, reported in Portland to their store in Portland. So anyway, 5 discs gone, and not from a sale, just gone. So it is what it is. Um, but it was nice for them to carry it while they did. So My Reformation music video. No activity there. Thought I might meet with someone who could deal with music video, but we're communications down. You will be glorified. So my wife did connect with Yumi about our daughter resuming piano lessons, but she's not doing them in person still. So it's going to come up, but I just want them to reconnect. We haven't even talked for so long. The YouTube channel. Um, so no major news there. Nothing major. Tarts and Tents tour. I had all week off. As I mentioned, and connected with 2 people I had talked to prior to going on my vacation about connecting. Wasn't able to get a hold of them by phone, and I wasn't going to go driving by to my route to go see them. I just thought we could talk by phone, and that didn't happen. So no update on the Tarps and Tents. No update with any other new songs or anything, but I did reach out to them. So I held up my end. Rules of engagement, nothing new there. Bellevue Ballers worked on it. Yes, I did. I had the week off, so I did more. I was more productive there than usual. Beta Bread Volume 13. And I will show you again the disc. I'm very happy with it. There it is. I'm just so happy because it's like something. At least something got done, right? Right there. All right, so I'm keeping my goals small because to me this is so exciting to hold this. First of all, I have this computer stacked. It's being held up by a receiver and a CD player. So prior to hearing it this week, running it through the stereo receiver, the CD player, running it through the stereo receiver and on my headphones, I hadn't heard it max loud. Maybe in the car, but uninterrupted. It was an experience. Let me tell you, I loved it. So thankful, so happy, so thankful, so happy. And I have others, other mixtapes. Of course, there's two of my own songs on here, and they were right there. In some ways, there might be a little better than a couple of the others. It's just such a blessing, such a it's so exciting. I mean, it's really a big deal because I've been making these mix CDs for years and years, never with my own songs. To have a couple, like I said, I only have those two songs in my mind that are on the level of the kind of songs I put on these mix CDs, but they're on the level. I didn't like it was legitimately on the level, and it's great. When I listen to music and hip hop, I mean the rapper is fine and all that, but it's the music, it's the um, experience. That's what I want to say. It's literally what is the visceral experience while hearing the song. What are you? How do you feel in it? And that's the criteria to get on something like this. So the progress made on this week was I went to my mom's. So I talked to my brother, and he said you're gonna have to get software to make the merge. We need to merge the audio with the video. You need some software, movie making software, like we had been doing with the My Reformation music video. So I thought we could just do something real quick. He could talk me through it. I'm like, okay. And I put it back to going to my mom's because our computer doesn't have the kind of space to download music making software or whatever. And I'm like, okay, let me go step one. So take the disc to my mom. She has an Apple. Can I get it ripped? Basically, they didn't use those terms on the Apple. It just said, but I was able to load it onto her computer into I guess the iTunes library, as they would say, but it's a burnt CD, but it's in her computer. And I stopped. Victory. I was so happy. I'm like, let me stop. Let me stop on success. So that was a success. So I'm very thankful. So that project's really the one that's moving forward. And again, if I can do that, then we have the battle hymn of the parents, and I go back and talk to Phil. Hey, Phil, I just need what do you want for imagery for that song, and I'll get it on YouTube because then I'll know how to do it. So that's the breakthrough I'm hoping for. That's the thing I hope to experience, and going forward, I'll be able to continue this kind of stuff. Which there's not a ton of it coming. Really, there's just this and the battle hymn of the parents, but just being able to do it, to me, super low. I mean, just the picture and the sound. That's all I want to do. It looks like it's going to happen, so I'm thankful and happy about that. Trump's going to thump on my former coworker. Used to be on the route next to me, Matt. I wish him the best. He's going off into the military, going to be doing some training. He's able to check that out. Thank you for checking that out. I did check my No Hoke update, but man, I'm gonna probably at some point put the rest of those flyers out that Alex gave me because I'm just blown away that, you know, I'm the one thing promoting. I mean, I also had my other coworker, Chip, former, but we friend, he looked it up. Trump's got up on Spotify because he said, "Can you look this song up?" Yeah, it's on there. So I don't know if anyone's hearing it on Spotify or anything else. I need to go on CD Baby maybe for an update, but I might wait a little bit. It's not happening right away. They don't put those numbers out right away, but I know it's out there, so that's good. And the final is the complete songs I've made lyrics for on YouTube, and that's a work in progress. So, in thinking about this Tarps and Tents tour, I mean, I go fast. I start thinking of all these things we can do. Man, we can get all these potential all these rappers together. They can all do a song. We don't have to go crazy, but let's all have some contributors. If we just spread it out, then might do a song or two. They can each do a song or two, and we're good. Right? It's a kind of a heavy lift to do that, but nothing happened because he didn't call me back. So that's all right. I'm going to go as fast as others want to go. So I'm not going to do that. It would be nice to have just an overall MC running the event, and maybe that could be him if we get there. But well, that was a setback this week. That's the update. Let me move back here. It's been a while since I've been down here, but because the weather's warmer, I guess not nearly as bad to be here as it was a couple weeks ago, a month ago. All right, so nothing huge news, current events. I guess I don't have much to say. I'll probably say it in my raps. So I guess we can get back to the rhymes because they are relevant. Maybe I'll just say this. For those who listen to David Icke, if you don't, I suggest maybe checking out what he has to say. If you like, see, to me, my whole approach is I don't want to get caught off guard. I want to know what's going on. And so I don't have to believe what he's saying, but I like to be open to the possibility of what he's saying is correct. So if and when it happens, I can say, yeah, I heard about that. And then all this time I've been in that situation. So I never feel like, oh man, I can't believe, people just act like, oh, when we get back to normal, when we open up, and without just even a slight sense that maybe that's not really what's going to happen. They don't even think it's even a possibility that, it's just like, come on now, they told us 2 weeks at the beginning. That's what they said. You don't remember that? It's never going to be 2 weeks. How do you shut everything down like that overnight? That just blew my mind. I still have never forgotten the feeling of just going to work and just ghost town everywhere. It's kind of felt like New Year's Day or Christmas, probably more like Christmas Day. Just nobody's out. That was a weird feeling, man. Anyway, so he's saying their two weapons are vaccines and lockdowns. So look for more of those. More vaccines, more lockdowns, more vaccines, more lockdowns. And sounds right to me. Sounds right to me. So that's what I'm hearing from him. And I can hear in different ways, but this dude's been studying this stuff it's like his life's work in some ways. All right, back to the rhyme. So let's see how well I can perform this. Uh-oh. I got a pen handy, I hope. Better than that one. And not bad. Maybe I have a good pen. Yeah. Let me check it out. Okay, post office pen. That's not bad. All right. Here we go. It's the signs. Don't you know it's the signs? All it does is bring me sighs. It asks me a lot of why oh whys. I look at this crude attempt that's just substantive change time is spent. Change it up here, Mike. I lighten my load. You're the enlightened one. You got to pick up the slack for the frightened ones. You who know what to do to the rescue. Save the likes of me, for me and my destiny of existing in the dark. You with the warmth, you with the heart. It's not signs a la carte. It's signs du jour. Black Lives Matter, signs matter. That's not about lifting others, about picking colors. Black Lives Matter, signs matter. It's not so much what I do, it's what my signs say. Black Lives Matter, signs matter. Oh, I'm coming up with that. What is it? What's it to you? It's about what I say. Black Lives Matter, signs matter. Shout out to Black Lives Matter VIP, Margaret, 100 years strong singer. Can't forget about Black Lives Matter VIP, Lyndon. I'll get him the switch, Johnson. Verse 2. Black lives. Where the black lives? I don't see them. I just see these signs. I just see the signs. All right. Let's see if I can keep up with what I'm doing. I remember I let my coworker hear my music one time. He called it stream of conscience. I guess so. Aren't they all? All right. Black lives. Where the black lives? I don't see them. I just see the signs. Maybe the signs can replace the actual lives. There we go. Say that. In place of the lives, we could just have the signs. I might have said this before, but I'll say it. Um, Seattle is, and like most big cities, is incredibly high percentage Democrat. That does not mean there is not racial tension in a lot of these environments, you know. Um, and I just think it's interesting because it's all talk, but when it really counts, these kind of things happen. Um, I just hear stories, from teachers, mostly from teachers and whatnot. I just think if you look at, so like I said, that's all one political party. I could just step back, right? And like I said, I was part of it in the past, in the middle of it. Felt like in the middle of it in many ways, but two different worlds. I mean, we're talking to a couple, they live in the South End, and we live up north. And we're on Lake City. Lake City is nowhere close to fancy, but it's not like the South End. It just has not been like the South End. And I was talking to my coworkers yesterday. I was like, okay, we can go down the list of places that would be like if you were to have a wish list for things you wouldn't want in your neighborhood, probably the very top above all else, most likely would be gunshots. Gunshots probably about the top of what you don't want in your neighborhood, right? Next, we go to Aurora. So where the gunshots are, let's say off Rainier or certain areas, we don't see what we see on Aurora. There's straight up prostitutes out there. Now, probably don't want prostitutes, but still, if you had to pick, you might have to take prostitutes over gunshots, right? Gunshots, prostitutes, because then when you get down to like marijuana smoke smell, you're raising a family, or marijuana shots, but just the smell, because that's been coming up, just the smell, and you smell it. It's almost like that's quite a ways down, but you still don't want it. And then you could actually go to neighborhoods, certainly in Seattle, little pockets. That's why who was I talking to that said they didn't really like Magnolia. Oh, someone's cut my hair. Didn't like the streets are too narrow, Magnolia or something. Sure, maybe, but man, you go up into Magnolia. I bet you I can go up to the top of Magnolia and I wouldn't find one pot shop, one prostitute, and one gun. I wouldn't hear a gun. It's just a whole different world. And that's Seattle. And of course, you could be in Kirkland, Bellevue, and I see pot shops in the east side too, the more industrial, commercial areas. But man, what I'm saying is all Seattle, virtually all voting the same, different worlds though. Totally different world. Cannot be denied. All right. In place of the lies, we could just have the signs. Okay, I'm gonna probably go this route. Well, let me see. I did something on that side. Yeah, I had to go back to that because I did like how that went. Let me get back. Let me get that. I can have my guy talking to me. Get that flow back. Get get that. How do I want to say this? I want to say get that. Uh, get get back that changed up delivery. I'll just say I have to get the guys from my work. They're pretty funny. Like a truck man. Where you at, truck man? All right. How, how can I do this? This is gonna be tough because that's the highlight lyrics of this thing. Um, I can get through this. It's gonna, I don't think I'll be able to finish the song because it's pretty rich with content as we go down the sheet here. I might be able to light my load. I might just say it again. Get back that change that deliver. Light my load. I might just go back. I'll just use that like a kind of a hook. Yeah, I'll do that. See, this is where, to me, why do the same old, you know? I'm gonna have some fun because I don't want to get to the point where I think it's too redundant or boring or structured. So light my load, you're the enlightened one. You got to pick up slack for the frightened one. It's you who know what to do. To the rescue. I might change it. Hold on. Yeah, okay, I'll just keep. I'm gonna make this the part I repeat, and then I'm gonna change up there. That's gonna be the challenge. It's gonna be challenging, but I'm gonna do it. It's you who know what to do. To the rescue. Save the likes of me. From me, from me, and my destiny. Of existing in the dark. You with the warmth. You with the heart. Yeah, I gotta say that. We ain't thinking about the struggle. It's called celeb. Let me try that. Ain't thinking about. I wonder if that be in there. It seems like a newer phrase. Black Lives Matter signs matter. Let me try to look that up real quick. I don't think it's necessarily in here, but why not? The thing is, I think it is interesting. The dictionary will have phrases sometimes. Oh man. Ah, get that. Cause celeb, and I didn't exactly spell it right because it's I got another one of my French cause, case, and celeb celebrated. The celeb with the RE on the end. Look at that. Cool. So cause celeb, a celebrated legal case is the first definition. Second, an issue arousing heated public debate and partisanship. I just thought it was more, you know, maybe I can look up celeb, but it's celebrated. Celebrated more like it's more superficial. That's why I think of it. I mean, if it's celebrate, cause that's celebrated, or it's a case that's celebrated. In this case, Black Lives Matter is a celebrated case, or you could talk about Minnesota or whatever. Um, but the idea here is it's just the fad. That's what I'm saying. Anything, there's really some systemic thing. It's going to take more than a fad to deal with that. That's what I'm saying. And I look at these cities. You got the elected officials in opposition, natural opponents with the police. I mean, I'm talking about gunshots at the top of the least desirable thing in the neighborhood, which is happening in South Seattle to this day, but they want to defund the police. Defunding police going to reduce the gunshots? I mean, I think if you had gunshots in your neighborhood, you'd want to know there's police around. Do they think it's the police are shooting off guns? Is that how crazy they are? I didn't bring that up, but I thought about it. Okay. Ain't thinking about the struggle. It's called celeb. Black Lives Matter, signs matter. Not enough time to go to the next one, but that's where I'm headed. Should be able to finish this song next week when I get back to the rhyme. Let's see if I'm back upstairs or if I'm back down here.